Hi, Morgan. Hi, Haley. Hi, Juliana. Just walked in the room, so I got to get organized here. Hey, Georgia. Hi, Sarah. How are you guys doing? Okay, yeah. You guys been listening at all to the walkout stuff going on at the schools? Yeah. You guys thinking you'll join in? I don't know what you do at an online school to walk out. What do you think about all that? You think that if enough students walk out, that change will occur? Yeah, Juliana, you think so? I think students could make a change. I think it's pretty exciting, actually. I love seeing it happening. Something needs to change. It's too many school shootings. What's the date for that again? That's today, right? The 14th? Is it the 14th? I think that's right. I think it's today. I haven't heard anything going on at our school, but it's hard to do here. I don't know how you would do it. I just don't like the idea that a lot of kids are doing it to skip class. Yeah, like if that's why they're doing it, then it's not, they're motivated by the wrong reason. If they really want to change gun control issues, right, or gun laws, then they're doing the right thing. We have a lot of volume and numbers, and there are a lot of, yeah, right? And I mean, seriously, if students decide to walk out and it shuts down the school systems, that has a huge impact, right? That means we need to make some changes. I think that's important. I think like they've been saying, I keep hearing from the Trump administration that one of the things they're suggesting is we arm teachers. And that just like makes my stomach, Julia, her eyes just went, whoa, right? I mean, I don't want to carry a gun. Oh my word. I don't know how to do that. I would not be a good candidate for that. They need to find someone else if they're going to do that. That's just bizarre to me. Right, Ian. I think it is a horrible idea. So the best way to get rid of violence in schools is to put more guns in schools. Like, doesn't that sound counterintuitive? I don't get it. I'm sure there's a better reason than what I'm expressing, but to me, it's like, what? That just doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't know how to fix the problem, honestly. People can still come into our school and cause issues. We have students and teachers on campus. Yeah. No, you're right. Well, and we get some kind of, like at our school, we get some kind of strange people because we're right by the Max tracks. And sometimes there's just sort of a strange element, that can kind of come out of there. I don't know that it's people who would want to shoot up schools, but sometimes they're a little odd. And they'll use our bathrooms, right? Like they'll sneak in and use the bathroom and then leave. It's kind of funny. That would be dangerous. I don't think all teachers have enough. No, they don't. I don't have any training. I wouldn't know what to do with that. I guess, they're proposing that teachers would get training, but still, that's not really what I signed up for, right, in this job. Yeah, Haley, you never know. It's true. You can have some weird people come in here. There's weird people out there anymore, no doubt about it. All right, so let's get going here. I'm gonna go get the link a minute. Hang on, I gotta move my Zoom box, whatever you call that thing. All right, let me grab the link and change it. Can edit, copy link, and then go back to you guys. All right, here we go. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hang on. You never know. I go hunting, I shoot, I know how to use different guns. Let armed student who know it almost sounds as stupid as that. Yeah. Let's arm students? That's crazy, right? And then is that fair if teachers are armed and students aren't? Or what if the wrong person gets a hold of the gun, right? In some tricky situation. Yeah, I know. To me, it's like you're just kind of setting yourself up for more trouble. But I'm not, like I said, I don't know anything about guns. So someone who has a lot of knowledge might have a very different opinion. But my opinion is I wouldn't want to do that. That's scary to me. The world just needs to chill. Well, that's probably true. Yeah. And somehow we have to fix people who want to go into schools and shoot people, right? Like, to me, there's someone sick. You're sick if you want to do that. We have to fix that. But I don't know how you figure out who those people are. Every school should have security. I know, we're there. I mean, I taught at Gresham High School for about 10 years, and they had a security guard. They had an armed security guard right at the front door when kids were coming in. But it wasn't like we had metal detectors, like you almost need that in order to figure out if people are carrying weapons but I still don't know that would stop a shooter. I mean, if someone still wanted to get in the school, they're going to go right by the metal detectors. I don't know how to figure this out. They still do have security guards. Yeah, when I was there, I'm trying to think of the guy's name. He was there a long time. I don't think it's the same security guard. Officer O'Keefe. He was the guy who was there. He was there a long time. I don't know who he is now, but we don't have one here, and I think probably because we don't have enough students on campus all the time. Mental health awareness. Yes, that's exactly right. Oh, Officer Gelson. Okay, I don't know him. No, I think you're right. I think we ignore mental health issues. We think that'll fix itself. Or there's still kind of a stigma, right? That, you don't draw attention to that. But it's something we have to address. Absolutely. It has to be in our healthcare. It has to be something we naturally do in schools to support students. It's not happening. Like officers are there while they go through. Oh, you mean the metal detectors? Yeah, that's true, Haley. That would help, right? If someone was standing right there when people went through the metal detectors. I don't know how to make this. I don't know how to fix it. Like at the airport. Yeah. Yeah, you don't hear of shootings happening at airports all the time. Why is that? Why are people shooting up schools and not airports? People still say that people go to the crazy house. Well, no, that doesn't help. You're right. There's stigma attached to that then, right? That's negative connotation. It's just like being, having the flu or something. You need to address it. And so many people are in the airports. Right. Sitting ducks. Maybe I shouldn't say this out loud because someone will get an idea and go to the airport next time instead of to the school. I don't like any of it. Being bullied. Yes, Ian. But this is part of the mental health thing, right? Like we need to know how to treat each other with respect. And I don't know that we're doing it well. And we're causing issues. I'll be right back. I got Haley. Smart Alec. Don't go to the airport now. I just gave someone an idea. All right. I had a link in there, but I don't know what happened to it. So I'm going to put it in again. Here we go. All right, there's our link. We're writing about suspense today. I don't know if that has anything to do with what we're talking about right now, but I suppose it could. Let me share my screen. All right, so here we are. Okay, we're done with that. All right, lots of people on here already. You guys are way ahead of me. All right, I see most of you. Awesome. A couple people maybe aren't quite there yet. We are talking about today creating suspense, and that does not necessarily mean putting a gun into your short story, though I suppose you could. It's funny because I have kids, right? But they're both boys. And I was carpooling with a whole bunch of boys. And it was right after the shooting occurred. And they were talking on the radio about gun control and all the issues around guns. And in the back seat, I'm listening to these three boys talk about their first person shooter game, right? Like that's what they were talking about the whole way to school. And I'm like, there's something wrong here. There's an issue. That's very, very ironic to me. All right, creating suspense. You guys are working on your short stories right now. Some of you are done with your short stories already. So you don't have to be, because we haven't actually turned in the final draft yet, but it is coming and it's really soon. I'm having a great time reading them. I love what you guys are doing again. And the characters you're developing. There's really good stuff going on. So today I want to talk about how do you create suspense in a short story. So we're going to watch this really short clip. This is from the movie The Shining. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie. It's old. Stephen King story. Oh, no. Yeah. Sorry. Suddenly I thought, no, this is from Jaws. But that was a different clip I was going to put in here. Stephen King wrote it. If you guys are fans of Stephen King, he is a master of suspense. In fact, I have a really hard time reading his books because they are so scary. And they're worse than the movie because your imagination, right, can take over. Someone wrote something in the chat. Hang on. Uh-oh. Okay, so someone's maybe seen this. Ian has probably seen this. Jack Nicholson is in here. It's a really young Jack Nicholson. It's an old movie. And it took place at Timberline Lodge. I don't know if you guys knew that. So it was filmed locally. But anyway, so we're going to watch this my older siblings made me watch The Shining. What? Georgia, that's wrong. I'm sorry. You should not watch that movie when you're 6. You are going to have nightmares for the rest of your life. It's a super freaky story. I'm very sorry about that. When I watched Jaws for the first time, I was really young and oh my word. Like I watch Jaws now and it's like kind of goofy because the effects are so terrible. But at the time, it was awful. You should not watch these things when you're really little. All right, so we're just going to watch this short clip and it's not too scary. So I think if it's going to play for me. Come on. Oh, here we go. Can you guys hear it? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. You can't hear it? What? How do I change that? Oh, I know. What about now? Aha. Here, I'll turn it up. Yeah? Okay, so nothing actually happens in that movie clip, right? I'm moving this, by the way. I think that, no, it didn't work. Nothing actually happens. But it is still suspenseful. So look at, I just moved slide 3 and 4. Look at slide 3. So I know some of you are popped down to slide 4 because I just moved it. So tell me, why was this suspenseful? What happened? The music. Yeah, right? Like super creepy music. Totally eerie. You know, they're doing these weird chords that don't mix very well. Yeah, the music, lots of it. Haley, nothing was suspenseful? Really? High-pitched music. Yeah, the music's a big part of it. He was going to open the door. This is like, I swear this is a trick in suspenseful movies. There's always someone who's like going to open the door that they shouldn't open, or they're going to go down the stairs and you know they shouldn't go down the stairs. So it's the same thing. Here's this little boy. He's going to try the door. Don't open the door. You know that's got a bad thing going on there. The door was locked. And the number should have meant something. I don't even remember what the number was. What was the number on the door? 257. I can't remember. Does that mean something? Ian, you saw this movie. Maybe you remember if 250. I don't remember if 257 means something or not. The possibility of something bad. Oh, hang on. I got to move this. Yeah, we know. And what's with the little flash of the creepy little girls? I don't know what that is either. Suddenly you see these two little girls in their blue dresses and it's like, whoa, what is that? It's a little kid alone, right? In this long hallway. So right away you think, uh-oh, right? By himself, where's the parent? We got creepy music. There's a door he can't get open. There's all kinds of things that are creating this suspense. Now, we can't use music in short stories, but we can use things like a locked door, or he's all by himself in a long hallway, right? These things are going to create suspense. So look a minute at slide number 4. Some of you guys are already working on this. Give me the name of a suspenseful movie and why that movie is suspenseful. So I've got Ian, Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs is super creepy. If you guys haven't seen that, that's a great example. I have not seen Annihilation, so I don't know anything about that. I have to admit, I'm not a huge scary movie fan. They freak me out too much. I get nightmares. Or I just can't sleep, right? It's all psychological. It's in my head. It's in the theaters right now. I don't know. Well, Juliana, you're doing Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, good example. Anyone seen It? Like, that just was out recently. I did not go to see it. Again, it was Stephen King, and those clowns, I don't know. And aren't they clowns like in the sewer or something? They come out of the drains. That's creepy in itself. Oh, Fight Club. Oh, that's a good example. I don't know if you've read anything by Chuck. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. Palahniuk. His stuff is all just weird. Like, he is a funky writer. But if you like that kind of stuff, I've read Fight Club. I also read something about these people were all trapped in this theater, and it was really bizarre. But he is very good at suspense. Lecter stole the pen from the guard, and something's gonna happen. Morgan, you can't think of anything right now. I'm trying to think of other suspenseful movies. If you've never seen Jaws, it's worth seeing, just like as an icon movie, because that movie, you don't even see the shark for like the first 2/3 of the movie. And that's what's so freaky, because people just disappear and get pulled under the water. And it's super scary. And the shark is out there. But you don't, it's not until 2/3 of the way through the movie and they're in this little boat and they're trying to bring up the shark. And then suddenly the shark comes up out of the water and it's like as big as the boat. And they're like, we're going to need a bigger boat. Right. But it's a great movie to look at suspense and to see how that's created. Again, the music, everyone knows the music, right? Dun-it, dun-it. That's Jaws. And then the idea that there's something out there that you can't see and it's under the water and who knows when it's going to surface. Great example of suspense. You don't watch enough suspenseful movies, that might not be such a bad thing. All right, so how do we create suspense in writing? Let's talk about that a minute. So build anticipation for your chapter's most suspenseful incident. So something's coming, right? But don't give it to us yet. Just give us clues. So like in Jaws, we know that shark is out there, but we never see it. So wait and build that anticipation. Reveal vital information your characters don't yet know about themselves. So in Jaws, we don't know, the characters don't know how huge the shark is. And we just are waiting to see, right? The characters in the story don't know, and yet the audience is getting an idea of how huge this thing is. So don't give the characters some of those clues. For writing, use short sentences. When you use short sentences, you create this pace that's really fast and lots of tension. It's kind of frantic. When you use long, flowing sentences, that creates a whole different emotion or feeling, right? Use that frantic, fast-paced sentences. That helps. Create constraints that complicate characters' goals. So the character wants to catch the shark, but shutting down the beaches will make him enemies. So in Jaws, like if we're thinking about Jaws here, the main character has to catch the shark, and he has to shut down the beaches because people are getting eaten. But if he shuts down the beaches, they lose money. So there's this complication, right? And that creates suspense. And then depict gripping character dilemmas. He can't catch the shark because it's impossibly huge. There's no way they can catch this shark. So think about when you're creating suspense in your story, use short sentences, build anticipation, make it so the characters don't know the whole story, right? But the reader might. So we know something the characters don't know. And then create dilemmas that complicates things. All right, so this is what you guys are going to do for me. Some of you, it looks like I've already started. This, you're going to write, and I want to see what you guys can build with this topic. And the topic is trapped. All right, so again, think about how are you going to create suspense for this? Don't tell us right away how this person is trapped or why. Okay, don't give us that. Build the anticipation. Put us, maybe we see the character, but we don't know really what's going on all around them. Use short sentences, right? Create that suspense, that frenetic energy. What else? I gotta go back to my clues. Complicate things, right? Why is this person trapped, and is there absolutely no way they can get out of it? And then, maybe create a dilemma where it's not easy for the character to get out of this situation. All right, so that's what I want you to do today. I want you to write on this topic, trapped. Okay, so think a minute. What could that mean? And then how are you going to build the suspense? Julia, that's a great opening line. Haley, you're headed there. I don't know what the way out is. Keep going. Keep going. You're building that anticipation. Nice, Morgan. Ooh, good, Georgia. Lights flickering. Ah ha ha ha, Vitaly, yeah. Nice.
Ian, you got to keep going. You got to tell us more about the setting. Who's in there with them? There's someone in there. Where is he? Creepy. Oh, nice, Morgan. You guys are good at this. Oh, Haley. Oh, the hard situation. You guys have such different settings. It's interesting how you interpret that prompt, trapped. Yikes. Heavy footsteps inch closer and closer. That's awesome. Nice. Vitaly. Something's going to happen. Under attack by pirates. Awesome. Oh no, Haley. Oh no. He did not know where to go. What's going to happen? Nowhere to go. Trapped in the middle of the Pacific. Awesome. Haley, that your ending line there is pretty. Yeah. It's abandoned. This abandoned house was never really abandoned. Oh, creepy. Nowhere else to go. Yeah, trapped. You guys are good. So I don't know if these scenes will fit into your short story. Maybe not, because they're really different. A lot of them, the topics are really different than what you had chosen. But you guys did a great job of building suspense. So if there's a way to fit it into your short story, that could be good. All right, so when you're done, go back and read someone else's scene and suggest one thing that they might be able to do to make it even more suspenseful. So think about some of the things we talked about on slide 5. How do you create suspense in writing? Go back, read someone's and say, hey, maybe, you could reveal some vital information that the character doesn't know, or shorter sentences, or, hey, complicate the character's goal by, right? Maybe not only are they trapped in their pirates in the Pacific Ocean, but the boat is surrounded by sharks, right? So suggest one thing that the writer could do to increase the suspense in their piece. And these are good, so you're going to have fun reading them anyway. And Morgan, I love how you ended yours. Yeah. Is she still alive? He did not know where to go. Add some constraints. Maybe, a constraint could be not only are you trapped in this situation, but you have, your dog with you who's barking, or you have your little brother with you who's not going to be quiet, right? That would be a good shorter sentences. Good. Good. It's a good piece. Oh, it looks like there's some stuff in here from before. Okay. When you do add a comment, put your name on there so I can tell who's made a comment and who's still waiting to do so. How it's come to that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good comment, Juliana. Haley's is really powerful, but how did it get, how did this character get there? Sentence is shorter. Yeah. All right. Once you've written your piece and commented on someone else's, you are good to go. So go ahead and put in your virtual session assignment. You can either put the link to this, because then I can just go back and look, right? Oh yeah, there's Morgan's or there's Georgia's. Or you can just put, I was there, because for the most part, I know who was there and who wasn't. But also, if you want to use this for the short story you're writing, right? You might want to save the link or copy the section that you wrote so that you have it. I don't know. I know some of you have already written your short stories, so it might not fit into what you've written, but some of you haven't yet. So this could be a great way to kind of trigger some of that suspense in your short story. But do they have anything to fight? Oh, yeah, that's a good constraint. Who wrote that? Let me see. Oh, Haley. Yeah, Haley, that's a good comment. What are they going to fight these pirates with? They got a bunch of spatulas from the kitchen. Yeah, that's good. Nicely done, you guys. I love reading these things. All right, I'm going to stop here. Let me see if there's anything. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff I missed. Darn it. We never told the kid who was riding the tricycle that he was filming a horror movie because they thought it would scare him. I didn't even read that. That's funny. Oh no, Travis! The walls were closing in from all four sides. Good. Sorry, Travis, I missed this comment. I'm going to go put it on the slide. Okay, so that was Travis. We'll put him here. I'm not sure if I'm spelling your name right, Travis. Okay, so let me get this link again. I think Travis is gone, but shoot, I missed that. But he was able to participate. Hey, Haley.
No, I'm still on here. I was reading through other people's and I'm like, wait, nobody's on here anymore. Okay. All right. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, good to see you, Haley. Talk to you later.